Hi guys, welcome to today's webinar. I got Manuela over here. Going to start a very interesting topic today about the future of online jobs, and what are the best jobs that you could take, and then how to find those jobs, and explanation about those jobs to gain the skills to do those jobs. All those things we're going to walk you through this webinar. If you're seeing this on Facebook, you can always ask the question. We'll try to answer you the questions, and we're going to walk on. Hi, Manuela, welcome.
Hi, Fernando. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. So let's look into the online jobs. The best thing, as you guys know, this is the time most of the people are being home and on the looking for opportunities to work online, make money online. So we as Seek Hostels are always helping people to get online, and then we want to make sure it's not about just getting online. We want to make sure you make money, you make a career, and look at things like future, like my story. I found in the back in the days about SEO is a rising industry, and that gives me the inspiration. I read around, I learned everything possibly I can about SEO, and started my online thing, online business, SEO consultancy, working from a home in the room, providing for clients, start getting. So that's my story. I've written it several places, but SEO is just one online job that you can get started. But there are a lot of jobs Manuel is going to explain to you, and give you a lot of tips about how you can get started. And yeah, Manuela, let's walk them through and tell them some of the popular jobs and show them some examples and things like that.
Yeah, so hi everyone and welcome to this video. We're just basically trying to give you some ideas about what there is out there in the online world, and what opportunities, especially to earn and to work, are there. But also with the view to see if you can not just earn temporarily, but to maybe build something for the future as well, because we strongly care about people not wasting their time, but using their time efficiently to maybe eventually build something bigger. And just like Fernando said, he started with a blog, which then turned into several online businesses which all generate money. So really the idea is to give you some examples now, so that later on in on your journey to maybe finding online work, you realize, okay, what are my talents, what are my skills, what do I need to work on, what do I need to learn in order to then build something, or find something that I can increase my income with on my journey. So I have listed these jobs here, these top online jobs, and I will explain to you why in a minute. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you articles that we have written on Seekhorst University, and you can see in our guide section that we really focus on online jobs, work online, online businesses, home office setup, all these things to give you the support you need and the knowledge you need. So this article here focuses on some online jobs and careers you can focus on in the future. And we also started, talking about side hustles as well, because they go hand in hand. In the beginning, you could just start on the side, earning some money online, and then once you figure it out, you can turn it into a full-time job. And yeah, we're here. We wrote an article about the best skills you need, and I'm actually going to go into that as well to show you a bit more what skills are needed today. Because so say for example somebody is still doing a job where they have to come into work, and they're not that technically skilled yet, or they might not have the digital skills that they would need to do an online job. And we have made a list here of the 10 skills that might be good to have if you consider working online and working from home in the future. So obviously a lot of people will have these skills already. So time management is a very important one. But if you're, for example, as I show in this slide here, if you want to be a virtual assistant, which is one of the most popular jobs to start online, because it combines skills that maybe a lot of people already have. And on top of that, you can do it from home. So basically you can, support, for example, a CEO or something, by being their assistant and doing tasks for them. But you do all of this online. So what would you need? What skills would you need to do this online job? And certainly time management is one, because obviously as an assistant, you would have to manage somebody else's time. You would maybe have to plan trips for them. You might have to plan events for them. You might have to plan and organize, different marketing things. There's lots of different tasks that you might have to fulfill as a virtual assistant. Another key skill is communication, obviously, and especially if you're considering to go online, communication is key, because you're not going to be working with people face to face. So online communication, using communication tools. So one of the tools we're using right now is Zoom, obviously, and a lot of people have been using Zoom recently
Oh
for
yeah.
online meetings.
Even
Uh,
right now we're using Zoom.
been
Yeah.
using Zoom as well. So, all these platforms where you can communicate, whether it's Skype or Zoom or Google Hangouts or whatever you're using, you need to, be aware of how to use it and how to communicate effectively via those. So that brings us to the next one, which is tech savviness. So obviously you need to understand how to use a computer, how to use applications, how to use, different programs like Word and Excel and all of these applications that you might have to be expected to use if you're doing an online job. And organization, same as time management, is obviously key, but I suppose if you're already working, organization will be part of your job already. And then I think what I really want to highlight in this one is flexibility and motivation, because I don't know, Fernando, maybe you can also talk about this a little bit, because I feel working from home is very different than working in an office or in a
Yeah.
workplace, because you are the boss and the manager of your own time. So it's very important to develop that skill, don't you think?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, at the initial state, you can be a little bit of wasting time around watching YouTube videos, taking phone calls with other people, thinking like, okay, you don't have to, but if that goes, you're not going to actually build up a career in
Mm,
online business or things, because at the early stage for me, I can't say like I lost much time at all, because I had a desire that I want to figure this out. This is the thing, I actually gave more time. But for many people, when they're taking the career transition and then they actually want to go ahead like and start trying out like kind of thing, they waste time. They on the call, they
mm,
welcome people at home, they welcome their phones to call upon time. It's like not the way. If you're on a job, you show up at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. That's exact thing. Time management comes, right? So your
mm,
time management has to be really organized. You put up the thing. Ideally, I try to write down on a daily diary journal. I try to clock in. So even today when we are doing 9 a.m. this call, 9:30 a.m. this
yeah,
call with Dinesh, 10 o'clock this one. So I had it planned. So
yeah.
throughout my going back to 2014, where I really started doing this one, working from home, I had that discipline that I need to set my times and to do
Mm,
it, because
yeah,
here and there and again in 2015 I had like watching YouTube videos, wasting time, going to the gym and wasting hours, and that only creates like your income goes down, you fail with
mm,
your business, which will again makes you like, oh, maybe this is not for me, I'll go back to work, really, because
yeah,
it's the discipline. You need
yeah,
to have the willingness, and you need to really convey to your brain, I need to do this. It's
yeah,
like how bad you want it. So that's how it comes down to a lot of people who are like anyway saying, maybe I'm not sure whether I can work from home. Then it's not for you, really. It's not for you. It's not for the people who are just like going to be like, uh, I don't know. If you think you want to be always commanded and told what to do, at what time to do, at to show at the office, if not you're being punished, you're better off only going to McDonald's, or like doing some office job, sitting down and traveling for an hour and a half and just being bored. So this is the thing I can tell, that it's doable. We doing it. So
Yeah.
Manuela knows it. Like she actually runs on the side, like at the part time. She does it like while having a full time job. I've seen her how she would like be doing the stuff even like managing the day and still
Mm.
being able to doing the side work, doing the setting the time on a Saturday to completely focus and work.
Mm.
So this is how you really do that. I mean, I've done it, you done it, so
Yeah.
people can do it. There are millions of people done it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I think
self
it's
discipline,
yeah.
organizing and self discipline.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, for people who might feel they're not good at self-discipline, there are ways that you can improve it as well. And, there are lots of books that have been written about that as well.
Yeah,
And we also, I think in this article, we also give some some additional links, like how you can structure, schedule, and things like that. So
yeah,
in our guides, we also try and help people who might find it a bit tricky. There are apps as well that you can use, which help you to become more efficient. So I, for example, use Evernote, which is an app where you can you can organize your thoughts, you can organize your tasks. So for example, if you see, I don't know, like online something and you want to book it later or you want to buy it later, you can take a screenshot of it, put it in the Evernote and do it later. So there's lots of tools today that you can use to help yourself become more efficient and just use your time more, much better, especially time management apps. There are quite a few. So yeah, have a read about that, I would say. But I agree with Fernando. It's of course not for everyone, I think, to completely be in charge of your own work schedule. But there are ways that you can learn to do it, definitely. So if you really want it, I think it's possible to learn.
it's possible if you
Yeah.
really want it, and then you think like you wanna figure it out and do it. It's perseverance. Like you really hold for it. I've
Mm,
seen it in the business, like in the first few years and everything. I'm like, how the hell I can even make any money online?
mm,
How can I actually do this, right?
yeah.
But then I kept on holding. It's just hard, like in the beginning, if anybody is like, but the thing, it's actually start becoming, once you figure out, very very fun. When you
Mm,
know that you can wake up in the morning, have your coffee on your own time, sit down and start working, maybe early, cover up the hours and do the job. It's just
yes.
amazing. So that's why we encourage people. You can be doing another job, like maybe a different, you can always start a side hustle. Mandela talks about
Yeah.
it's a lot of, about the side hustles and the stuff.
Mm.
And you can do that, you know
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely possible, and I think the beauty of it, as you say, is that you can be flexible. So, for example, how I do it is in the evening. I will still do work, but I will do it after I've maybe done my exercise or I've done some fun things. So you can always kind of combine the work with fun things as well, and it's just all a matter of having that discipline and understanding. Okay. Uh, I have to schedule it, I have to timetable it, but I know I can do it in my own time. And I think that's in a way also a good thing that you have that opportunity to create your own schedule in a way.
it's so
Especially for
beautiful.
people, yeah,
Yeah.
especially for people who have families, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
For them, it's really good because they can then focus on their kids during the day, maybe, and in the evening or in the early morning or at the weekend, they can take some time to focus on the online work, which is also really good.
Yeah, and then I need to add something for this one. Like guys, like it doesn't really matter whether it's hard or you have discipline or not. It's going to be really important. It's going to be mandatory. I'll tell you
Mm,
what.
mm,
If you want to be pandemic proof in life and for the future, you might as well, because a lot of people you probably know, you just like how like months you've been like had to be stay home. You
mm,
just had to do the stuff online if you're doing for the things. Most of the other people who never had a job that they can work from home and even still do it, even your banking activities or anything, you kind of like jobless really. So
mm.
these kind of things can come in the future, which I know every 10 years, like to the 20, 30, 40, 50, throughout our years, if it's coming, this is the best time. This is a good lesson for you all to sit down and gain those knowledge. And these guides, man, will shared on Seacoast University. All the guides actually shows those how to start online business,
Yeah.
the best online businesses you can start with. We have a lot of articles on that on Seacoast, which
Yeah.
covers you and gives you the tools.
Mm.
Because what in the future, if you're asked to stay home, as long as you have internet, you can do that.
Yeah.
You have expertise. You can be doing like different things, even teaching. What if like
Mm.
you can now can do online, and you can write your own books, you can provide online tutoring,
Yeah.
online the teaching an English language. So a lot of
Mm.
people in the western side, oh, if you just lost your job, you can still speak English. You portion yourself, you put up your website, or else you can go to websites like Upwork or different places. Manuel has really put up those
Yeah.
guides, what are
Yeah.
the sites you can go to get those jobs. You can get people to pay you from China or Sri Lanka, from Australia, like
Yeah.
any non-English speaking countries or different language thing. You can do all those things online and get paid from $10 per hour, even if you get
Mm.
$5 and go up to $20 an hour. If you
Yeah.
can do this at your own terms right now with the internet technologies, from a laptop, from your smartphone, with apps like Zoom, you can do this one, which is
Mm.
exactly what we are doing right now. This kind of session, you can do it and get paid. So that's like one of the really important online tutoring, online teaching jobs people can do.
Yeah.
And take in charge, learn it right now. This is the best time to learn it, because the future is lovely if you can just like figure out to work from anywhere. I'm a person, I promote people digital nomad lifestyle, work from anywhere, right?
Mm.
So having the freedom, even our all the teams are people right now today. We have office, but we don't really care. We invest in. So yeah, this is the best time and gain those skills.
Yes, so I want to go back to what you just spoke about, because if we just quickly cover, some of these online jobs that we're put that we've put up here, because I put here which online jobs are worth pursuing and provide a good return. And I think what we want to tell you, or the message of this video, is that there are obviously jobs that are for the moment, and then there are jobs that might give you, a better future perspective. So what I want to quickly show you is, so we talked about virtual assistant already. Virtual assistant is always a good one to start out, because you can use your basic skills that you have for this job, and then obviously some platforms, they offer actually training for people as well. So say, for example, you're going to work as a virtual assistant via an agency, then they might give you additional training so you can hone your skills, you can improve your skills, and you can eventually become, somebody who runs their own agency as well. So this is why I put virtual assistant here, because it will really teach you the basics, and it will really help you to kind of get an understanding of what you're good at when you work online, and improve those skills for the future. And we are going to soon release a new book as well, about making money online. And it's a really, really extensive guide, where I cover lots of these jobs, and I cover their pros and cons, and really say how you can, use this job and this work experience to take it further and to make it even more prosperous, so that you gain more from it in the future. So virtual assistant is definitely one to look into. And you can also see it on, we have published this book here, 48 home business ideas. And in this book, I also mention virtual assistant and the other jobs that we will look into right now.
Yeah,
Because eventually, guys, what you can do is you can use those skills and turn it into your own business eventually, if that's something you would like to do, which obviously Fernando has done. He has turned his SEO skills and business skills into his own online business, and all you need is basically a website, or a blog, and that really gets you started in the online world, and it can really lead to an online business, which we show in this book in good detail, and
yeah,
explain to you the options. So in this book we show you the option of just working for a company or working as a freelancer, but the option is also to do it as an online business. And, you know, as you can see, there are
Easy read,
48,
guys. Easy read. You
and
know, 40.
there are 48 we cover, but there's obviously more in the world. But for now, we thought those were the ones that we feel are really worth pursuing. So virtual assistant is one of them. And then virtual teacher. We believe that teaching is super important and education is super important. And there will always be a demand for teaching.
Oh, teachers gotta get inspired by Manuela, really.
Because teaching will always be required, no matter what happens in this world. So we really feel that, you know, if there is something you can teach people, no matter what it is, or even young children, you should really make use of that as well. And I have also published this on the education blog to give you a little bit of an idea. You can see here how many tutoring sites there are, and I have only covered 20 of them, but there are many more. So
Yes.
you can get an idea. You see, like TutorMe is one of the big ones, tutor.com. All these platforms, they offer tutoring jobs, and literally you can make good money with this if you have a good skill set.
Okay.
I've put this in the article as well. You know, like here you can see, so some pay £20 per hour, but you can earn even more depending on how much you work, your skill set, your qualifications. So here you can get a first idea about online teaching, but then obviously it's not just about that. It's also about learning how to maybe create an online course like we did, right, Fernando? We created online
I
courses.
created a bunch of courses. Manuela
Yeah,
created her course and put it up even on Udemy, went on
yeah,
to thousands of people, right? And creating a course, really, course actually keep push it to yourself and make sure you can enter the market. Because if you have any sort of skills, singing, playing an instrument, cooking
yeah.
something, you create that, write the book, create the course, get started with your blog or the personal website. You're good to do online jobs.
Mm,
That's what it actually takes on. That's how I have done. That's how everybody actually get online and start doing it. And if you really want to build a website, you can go to directory.seekhost.com and create your own business page and
mm,
start getting it online and start getting the work coming through that and all those things. But they have given all those resources where you can get started. And but
mm,
at the starting place, it's very important that you do a lot of reading. So these are the guides and the things we are putting into your place, and you can see these courses are there,
yeah.
which you can just access for free and start learning.
Mm,
Start with SEO training course, or else if you haven't even started a blog, you can go to the ultimate blogging course and start. And the SEO training course will further show you how to apply SEO for a blog or site that you're starting. And then you
mm,
can go for the content writing course by Manuela. And then things like Google AdWords, blog for profit proofing, all those are done in a manner to really take you to that world of World Wide Web
mm,
and make you ready to do online business. And then these guides we have put together will really give you I did a lot of reading. I have to tell you, I was just buying like a book a day on Kindle every day while I was going to work in back in 2013 at Koito. I was been reading every lunch break, and even after coming back from work, I've been reading what other things I can do. Then I came across SEO, so I kind of got lucky. SEO was just picking up and becoming really big at that time. So I put down all my hours to learn SEO, became the
mm,
SEO guy, ranked for SEO consultant. So likewise, a person can master graphic design, which is going to be a skill highly demand, will be always in the demand for the future, right? No
mm,
matter
yeah,
computers can do, but still the man's touch on the graphic designing and the stuff, web design,
yeah, yeah.
virtual assistant is a starting thing for anybody. For you can do that. If you're a teacher, you can do a side online tutoring. Now online tutoring is going to be the thing that you will not need to go to your kid's home or like the person's homes to teach. You can fire up Zoom and start teaching online with exactly how we are doing. So
Yeah,
those are the things, online tutoring, like
yeah,
creating
exactly.
your own
Yeah.
course and putting it up. So yeah, these are the things really.
Yeah, and I think also what I want to add to that is, so obviously you have the option to become an instructor also here with us. If you're looking for opportunities, we're always open to feature people on the Seekerhorst University if they have vital skills that they want to share with regards to digital marketing. But another thing I want to mention is that a lot of people now, as a virtual teacher, make good money with YouTube tutorials as well.
Yeah,
So if if there's something that you're really good at, it could be anything, literally, it could be, I don't know, how to fix something in your house, or how to, I don't know, cut somebody's hair, or whatever it is. Honestly, guys, people look for this information, and if they want to learn it, they might go to YouTube first to find you, and then you can use your YouTube channel to then lead them to your courses, or to whatever else, your website, whatever else you have put up. But I think as a virtual teacher, that's another important place to be found, really,
yeah,
on YouTube, because these how-to tutorials are just yes, very popular, very popular. So no
yeah,
matter what you do, you can share it via YouTube. I think that's an important thing to do. And that leads us to the next one, which we always highlight, and we highlighted this in our last video as well, which is, to write online, or to become a digital marketer, because they go hand in hand, really, don't they, Fernando? I think what we're always trying
about
to,
the writing, one of
yeah.
the we missed like start content writing is one of the first things. So I actually would tell you, like, so I became the SEO guy. Before that, I mastered the SEO content writing. So
Mm,
I I actually used to tell, like, okay, I can write SEO content writing. That was one of my very first things that when I was getting started that I practiced, because there is a very, I mean, right now we know as a, for managing hundreds of blogs, and we take content from all around the people. Those
mm,
people reach out to us through email. Like we have writers from India, we have writers from a lot of African countries, right?
yeah.
We deal with, so we never met them. All they did was pitch us through email. Some of them I never spoke. Like we have, like, some of them I haven't spoken them for, like, after like 3 years of taking their service almost every week for content
Mm,
for us and
yeah.
our clients. I actually had the first Skype call. I'm like,
Mm,
spent thousands and thousands.
yeah.
So we have spent throughout the years for content hundreds of thousands
Mm,
dollars we have spent for buying content from the thing. So those guys were like, they started, they could write that, read English, they pitched us via an email, present it through their blog, or some with some sample writing, and they get started. We like it, we take it.
yeah.
So I'll tell one good point for anybody who's listening, if you're out of the UK, or like you can be at UK, how you get started. There are thousands of SEO consultants, agency owners, digital marketing companies, agencies. Even though they have in-house writers, they still have manage their volume. They will look out for writers. So you need to reach to them with an email pitching to them. However, just don't say I can write it. You need to have examples. Your best standing point to get that is having your own personal website or the blog.
Mm,
You do some, this guy here, like, I don't want to like, and even the Kinchuk and all, right? How he sent it. How I actually got impressed. He was
mm,
really telling. He actually said, "Let me write for free." I was like, "No, we have enough writers. We have like a lot of writers." And I said, "Skip it." He's like, "Let me write for free." And then on that, he actually said, "This is our website." So I actually went to his website. I showed. I like the wording, how his copywriting wording. And then I'm like, "Yo, he's saying you can write for free." And then I was like, "I don't like it for free, but." I said, I'll pay you this amount. This is what I feel I will pay for the first. I'll pay you $10 for the first start. He sent it, you know how many we are buying, right? We've been buying. So this is the thing how we've actually been doing it.
yeah. And I think we also feature other writers and bloggers on our blogs, and
Oh yeah,
I think it's important to understand that if you have your own website, no matter what it is about, you need to be exposed online so that other people find your website, obviously. And that mainly happens through guest blogging, but also through, working with other people in your niche, so that you can maybe, be mentioned in their articles or on their social media as well. It's all those things that are very important if you want to build something online. And that's why we offer our support with that as well. We offer guest posting services, and it's very, for me, it's very interesting, because a lot of people write me an email, pitching me a guest article topic, and then I kind of talk to them about, okay, what is it you want to share with people, and then I suggest a blog that is suitable for that content, and then we publish it for them. And I think it's great because collaboration is very important in this field as well, and to just kind of understand that you have to write interesting articles, but they also have to be kind of SEO optimized in a way so that they rank better. And it's understanding all those things, and also as a digital marketer, which goes hand in hand as well with blogging and writing, is you have to understand that it has to be attractive also to share on social media. So say, for example, Facebook, you want to share it, then you have to maybe look for groups that might be interested in your content. So it really reaches the people that will go for it, and that will click on it, and that will read your content as well. So that's why we suggest these jobs, or these, I would say, maybe skills as well, so that you really get the full picture and use your full potential when you work online.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn more about these things that we have covered in this video, you can obviously head to Seekerhost University, which I showed you earlier. We are publishing more and more books. So at the moment on Amazon, we have, as I showed you, the 48 Home Business Ideas Guide. Fernando has written SEO books, and then also a Get Online book, haven't you?
Yeah, Get Online is there, and all the support. If you go to fernandoraymond.com, my personal website, you can see all the books I have written. It's there on the
Yeah.
homepage. It's all listed on the homepage.
Is it on the homepage?
Yeah, it's on the homepage, right?
Okay.
So this is a page that's coming up as well for the blogging community, and so all those things, the books are listed here. So
Are they?
read the story. Yeah, it's below. It's below.
Yeah,
Yeah, Get Online is there, and the below all the books are there. How to rank higher on Google really gives over 200 ranking factors explained in a manner can be done. How to do SEO and rank number on Google, very well explained. Link building strategies, and it tells you how to, after you build a website, take it up to the top of the Google with the backlinks. And these are the 48 business guides with Manuela, so it's actually available for you to read. And the next book is actually coming, Make Money Online, which is Cousin is just finishing it, and it's ready to go on Amazon, and printed also will be available if anybody want to order that one. So that's coming. So all those resources are getting ready, and it's available live to read. And then the other thing, what we give as from Seekerhost, you can email to me. You can email to me. You can email to Manuela. We can found us and everything. And you can always Google Manuela Wilbold, and you can see her own blog and learn about the content. Right, she's the content specialist, and Make Money Online and all those things. Content, all those things goes after her approval. So so you can learn it, read it, just get it started. I'm saying right now I'm working from home. You're working from home, based at the homes, and we creating this content, and we're just doing it. We're saying it is pretty good though.
And I just want to tell you another example. So my friend's cousin, he wants to start a travel blog, so he got in touch with me, and he's never done anything like this. He never had a website, never had a blog, but he was like, I want to write a travel guide, and I want to publish a book. Do you think I need a website? And I said, absolutely, you need a website, because even before the book comes out, you can create awareness about yourself, what you write about, show pictures of where you travel to, and it's all these things that really matter. And now he's really excited about it, and we're building the website together. I've helped him register it on seekerhost.com. And we found, a cool domain name and everything. And I think it's just so exciting. And believe me, it will give you a kind of ownership of what you do, because when you write a book, it's not the same as having your own website, because your own website, you can always change it, you can always adapt it, you can update it. And it's almost like a diary. So especially for him, because it will be a travel blog, he will publish photos of where he traveled, he will talk about his experiences, and it's a really fulfilling thing as well. plus you can, earn a living with it, which is even better. So we just want to let you know that, you have to believe in yourselves first of all, and in your vision. And like Fernando said, he started from the bottom, and he made it because he really believed in it. And I think if you really have if you really have this desire to do something, and I also do these interviews with people who have started their own home business, which you can find on our um, Click Do YouTube channel. They all say the same thing. They say, yeah, I had a passion and I started working on it. And then eventually they turned it into a full-time job or full-time business. And we want to help you do that with those, by developing those skills and understanding what is needed in the future. So we hope we could help you today a little bit to get inspiration or some ideas. And as we say, there are lots of resources where you can do some more research. So hopefully that will help you as well on your journey. And yeah, we're here for you as well. So contact us for whatever you would like to talk about with us.
Yeah, so get in touch for any help that we can help with you. All the guides and resources are there. Visit Zcos University, one of the, it's going to be the really biggest online platform. We are putting more and more guides,
Yeah.
and we're going to come with more webinars like this in the future.
Yes.
You can go and subscribe to the Zcos University YouTube channel as well. We are adding more technical videos on a daily basis, and you can learn it. Get started with your thing. Start it as a side thing, like Manuel is a great example. I mean, I'm a great example for this one. I did it. We've done it. We're doing it every single day. And we want most of you all to really do it, because we really want you in our digital tribe. And we're here to help you in any way you want, with guides, tips, personal emails, and Skype calls, and all those kind of things. So ask any questions if you have, and anybody
Yeah.
who's been listening and watching, thank you for this one, for your time, and we will be coming back with more and more such of videos for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay then, thanks, bye.
Thank you. Bye.